Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the weird stream drop delay. It was the same thing that happened last night. It broke, and I'm not happy. I am not happy at all. But we're here for some League of Legends Gold Cap GRLCS action. I am Vid, joined here by B-Pods. How you doing, man?
Not too bad. I'm looking forward making my casting debut for the fall 2020 split today. I'm looking forward to get back into the casting game and just watch some good gold games.
Yeah, so we're pretty happy about this. So the good news is we've got here two games for you today. Unfortunately, the Get Money Boys versus forget what team they played. Swing Low Sweet Chariots, I believe. Game that ended up being a forfeit. Unfortunately, for Swing Low Sweet Chariot. So we only have 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow instead of 3 and 2. But we've got some banger games. This one, Team Zero versus Return of the Middle Sticks. And these are both 1-0 teams. They both won their series last week, so we'll have to see how they do in this game.
I was gonna note too, maybe a shorter day today isn't that bad. You got the EU finals today, the NA finals later on, so maybe just a quick stream wouldn't be too bad. But as you said, yes, both teams want to know. I know Team Zero won their game in a close 2-1 series last week to the Home Wreckers, which I was unfortunately on the losing end of. And Return of the Middle Sticks looked like they won pretty handily against Sensei Squad, I believe.
It was Sensei Squad, yes. So now we've got to see what these teams, the first couple of weeks of the split, always like this a little bit, where you're like, oh, well, some teams look really good, some teams look really bad, but until the first, 3 or 4 weeks come through, you have no clue, because you've only played against, unknown quantities of other teams.
Yeah, it definitely takes a few weeks to establish sort of a pecking order within the league. There are some teams that are going to be good, your franchise teams like GSM and Return of the Middle Sticks, but under that, there's a lot of games that need to be played before you could really figure out who is on top and who's near the bottom.
Yeah, and here we have it. We've got Return of the Middle Sticks coming in for a level 1 gank onto Peacemaker. He's got the flash available, but he's going to use it. He gets flashed on, and Gid Shadeslayer will pick up first blood here for Rodham.
This is a really good start for Return of the Middle Sticks. Warwick going top level 2, getting the first blood there onto Peacemaker. Their bot lane as well has got Hurt Nova and Lunar Eclipse down to about 300 health apiece. So a really good start from both the top lane and the bot lane of Return of the Middle Sticks. It looks like with that, the Warwick and the Renekton are going to roam together into the blue side jungle to clear some of Taco Trineki's camps now.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Taco Trineki, he is on that red side, taking away the blue from Return of the Middle Sticks. So he's got some good heads-up counter jungling going, doesn't want to have to contest that against Dyslexic. On that Renekton, very strong early game pick, especially against something like a Malphite here.
Yeah, definitely. Renekton has a lot of agency in this lane, and if they are going to commit to that vertical jungling style that we're seeing in the first few minutes here, it could be very bad for the Malphite. Warwick always hanging around that top side with, as you said, a Renekton who's got a lot of CC, means a lot of gank potential here for Return of the Middle Sticks.
And interestingly here, for talking about the team comps a little bit, Return of the Middle Sticks, you said franchise team, you can always count on them. And while that's still certainly true, this is an almost entirely new team. They changed out their mid lane, they changed out their ADC, and that fundamentally alters the structure of a team, although I may have to stop because it looks like Kane is in the bot lane for a gank. Taco Trineki going to get Ryan Fruity very low, flash forward by Hurt Nova. Now Oath is the target of aggression. Taco Trineki, though, he's going to go quite low as well. Lunar Eclipse will find the binding, but it's going to be under the tower, and Oath goes so low, but he's not going to die. Return of the Middle Sticks getting away by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah, that was actually a really close fight bot lane. A lot of summoner spells burned, but in the end there were no casualties on either side. Oath getting down to about 50 health there from the Xayah route back, but it looks like it's going to give the bot lane some agency. Gid Sladeshare, however, is going towards this bot side. Looks like he wants to come in for a gank now.
Yeah, there are no summoners available on the side of the Zero bot lane. Hurt Nova is not going to get stunned up, but he will get hit with the light binding. Oath going to pick up the kill there.
Yeah, as I said, a really good start from Return to the Middle Sticks. Dyslexic may have a solo kill here as well. Slice and Dice goes in. He finds the kill onto Peacemaker, and it's Return of the Middle Sticks with a 1.3k gold lead at just under 5 minutes in this game. A really good start for them. Sinister is getting a lot of priority in this mid lane as well, making peak lane reset. It's just a perfect early game from Rodham.
Yeah, they picked a lot of early game bullies, scaler. I mean, they've picked a lot of early game bullies. They have that Renekton. They have those pretty much guaranteed Warwick ganks up on a Malphite who doesn't really have any mobility. Then, of course, you have Lux, who usually she is paired with Caitlyn, but that's such an oppressive lane just because the light binding can force out the Morgana Black Shield. Or you can try and bait it with the Lucent Singularity with that Lux E, and then go for the binding. And now Return of the Middle Sticks with Prio on the mid lane, with the bot lane resetting, or coming back from their reset, they are going to pick up this first Cloud Drake as well.
Yeah, one of the things as well I was going to note is that Warwick is spending a lot of time, aside from that last gank, he's spending a lot of time in the top side, and Ashe and Lux is a very sustainable lane. They have a lot of range, they have a lot of poke, and so they do have really good gank setups, as you said, with the multiple CCs. But even if Warwick spends most of their time in the top lane, Ashe Lux is a really good lane to just, sit back, farm, go into the mid game without risking too much. And if you look on the scoreboard here, you'll see that Team Zero has 0 kills, but Ryan Frugi actually has a death. I think he got executed to a jungle camp.
He was in the mid lane, or he was in the bot lane after they got that kill onto Hurt Nova, and he was clearing the wave, but the wave aggroed onto him since his wave was dead, and he had like 50 health and just executed to it. But luckily for him, he didn't hand over any kill gold. It was just a minion, minions taking the kill. So they're still pretty far ahead in this bot lane, and Oath is definitely not a bad person to have kill gold on, especially since he looks like he is going for that damage Lux rather than that supportive Mikhail's Lux.
It's the Lux support in air quotes, so your first items are Ludens, Merlots, and Rabadons,
Don't remind me, please.
Just securing the kills.
Well, yeah, of course. You're the support, you've got to be able to set up picks for your ADC, keep him healthy, and the last thing you want to do is let him die, so you better make sure that the enemies die as fast as they possibly can.
Exactly. A lot of poke coming out from Oath here, too, in this lane with that kill gold, the double books there. Dyslexic, a really good start in the top lane, getting some really good trades off onto Peacemaker.
And he's also about 15 CS ahead. Peacemaker's got about half a wave sitting there. So he will recoup some of those losses, but I think Dyslexic's going to make him fight for it. Yeah, he actually denies the cannon there, which is huge.
Yeah, really good stuff coming out of Dyslexic here in the top lane. A lot aided with that Warwick. As we said earlier, that level 2 gank was really good. And actually, interesting stat, Dyslexic, in their week 1 matchup against Sensei Squad, had an average goal difference of 15 of 2,000, meaning that at 15 minutes, he was pretty much 5 kills worth of gold above the opponent top lane. And you see here, he's 1-0, the Malphite's 0-2 right now, also up about 2 waves worth of CS, means that he's in a really good position to go into the mid game.
Yeah, we'll definitely check on the gold diff at 15 for our winning lanes here. I actually, with the gold difference at 15, I did look at both teams overall. Interestingly, Sinister and Peakley, both of them weren't doing so hot for in comparison to the rest of their team. Their teams were generally ahead, or in Return of the Middle Sticks' case, all ahead. Meanwhile, Sinister was 700 gold behind. Peakley as well, he was about 200 behind, where the rest of his team was even. So maybe the junglers don't play around mid so much. They got camped in week 1. Who knows? Because I didn't watch those games.
Yeah, I can tell you from personal experience, we played Team Zero week 1, and we felt that the early to mid games were a lot closer than what you'd normally see in the gold division. A lot of the games, in my opinion, are quite snowbally, whereas our early 2000 gold diff max.
Yeah, so, and now, I mean, we do see about that 2,000 gold diff here at 10. Hopefully for Team Zero, they will be able to close that gap a little bit. but it doesn't really look too great for the prognosis. Taco Trinecki will be able to steal away this Scuttle Crab, and now Kid Shade Slayer, he is going to get hit with that Umbral Trespass, and now, ooh, Peacemaker into the fight. He is going to help Taco Trinecki get that kill. Now Dyslexic, he's not going to be able to complete the kill onto Peakley. He will move back onto Peacemaker, but he's slowed, and he has to run him down. I don't think he has the movement speed, though, because Peacemaker's got those boots, got that movement speed steal, and wow, Team Zero going to get away with a double murder.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Team Zero's comp, they have a really good setup in team fights. They have the Lissandra CC, the Malphite ult. Once the bot lane comes up, they'll have the Morgana ultimate as well. And so their game plan in the fight should be just to CC as many members as you can and let the Xayah and the Kayn do damage, because then, I mean, if you're stun locked for 2 or 3 seconds and Xayah lands feathers on you, all that. Taco Trinecki in the top lane, however.
Yeah, he is going to find the gank here. Peacemaker gets very low, but Taco Trinecki should be able to complete the kill. Can he get that line up in a second? Dyslexic on the run. Will he be able to get away? It looks like he will. Beautiful escape there by the Renekton. And now Warwick, he's coming in. He's got the ultimate. Taco Trinecki doesn't have any cooldowns here. Kid Shade Slayer can chase down the wall walk. Will not save this Kayn. Oh, the ultimate the wrong way, but Dyslexic still barely gets the kill. Doesn't die there. That almost went very bad.
Yeah, I mean, Dyslexic, it looked really close. I thought Dyslexic was going to die, but he pulled it out with the Fury there. Kayn is 2-1 now, so if you're looking at Team Zero, this is where all of your damage is going to be right now. They narrow... The gold difference is about 1.8k, so they've sort of narrowed the distance down a little bit, or the difference down, sorry, with that double kill in top side. It looks like Return of the Middle Six is going to go onto that Rift Herald now, though.
They do have the Warwick up there. Looks like Dyslexic rotating down as well. Peacemaker doesn't have his ultimate, and it will just be an easy pick up here. Dyslexic now going to move on to that Malphite, but those Grievous Wounds are going to keep him from getting much done at such low health bars. Taco Trinecki is going to have finished his Ross transformation, and it looks like Team Zero is going to respond to this Rift Herald with a cheeky dragon. Doesn't look like there's anything that Bottom Spot Lane can do.
I mean, you look at the farm differential right now. You see that Dyslexic is up 97 to 49 in CS. A lot of it has to do with how much Gid Shade Slayer is paying. Gid Shade Slayer, holy, is playing around this top lane. But yeah, nearly or more than, I guess now, doubling Peacemaker's farm in this top lane.
Oh, Taco Trinecki going to get yeeted out of the wall. That will be the kill picked up for Oath, his second kill of the game. And now Peakley may be in trouble. He is going to get the claw out, but will that be enough to get him to safety? Ryan Frugi, does he have the W available? He will get slowed up. And now Hurt Nova and Lunar Eclipse on the backside, but they will not continue to press it. Good pick here for Return of the Middle Sticks, while Dyslexic takes down that first turret in top lane.
Yeah, a lot to take in there in the last minute or so, but the only thing you really see from Team Zero coming out of there is an Ocean Drake. Holy, I can't speak. Everything else was favored for Return of the Middle Sticks. They got a few kills, they got first tower, and I mean, look at their bot lane. Their bot lane has about 15 CS lead as well as 2 kills. It's just really good for Return of the Middle Sticks right now.
Yeah, the side lanes here for Return of the Middle Sticks definitely doing all of the heavy work here. Meanwhile, jungle and the mid lane, Peakley is about 10 CS ahead of Sinister, as well as has an extra assist. Taco Trinecki, he's doing quite well for himself, as he's 2-0 now after that pick, but he still is about 2 camps ahead of Gid Shade Slayer. Now, he's coming into the bot lane, will not find a knock-up, will not find the binding, and he will dodge away from that final spark. Now Sinister going to chase Peakley for the roam. Peakley doesn't have any mana. He's rooted. He might be down here. Jump in by Sinister. He's not going to be able to find the damage, but Dyslexic will. The teleport came in for the croc, and now he's knocked up. He's going to be taken down by Taco Trinecki. The kill comes through. Gid Shade Slayer will jump onto Lunar Eclipse, who will go down in a second. Now Hurt Nova. He's going to find a lot of damage onto Sinister, but Ryan Frugi running him down. He's got that Ashe damage. The Ashe slow, and it is going to mean a 3-for-2 in favor of Return of the Middle Sticks.
Yeah, some good looks there from Team Zero, you know, killing Renekton. You think that's a big part of their team comp, but even the members like Ryan Frugi and Sinister are still fed enough where they deal damage and they have a lot of gold on them, and so it's just the gold lead coming out here from Return of the Middle Sticks. Gid Sladeshare is in the red side jungle, one level down, but still taking a really good fight against Taco Trineki. Ryan Frugi could have continued there, but he didn't have any mana. He's just going to force the flash out of Hurt Nova.
And here we go. Shadeslayer does manage to find the kill, but he will be going down. Peakley picks up the kill there. A little bit of an overstay from the Warwick, but he does still manage to kill the jungler.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the gold differential now at 15 minutes. It's about 4.5k on the side of Return of the Middle Sticks. You look at this gold differential. Dyslexic is 3,000 gold up over Malphite here in this matchup. He is just sitting in his jungle. It's pretty much like Return of the Middle Sticks owns both sides of the jungle, honestly.
Yeah, it's Return of the Middle Sticks' jungle side, and then their vacation side jungle. But then looking at the gold difference across the rest of the game, it's much closer in the bot lane. Oath and Ryan Frugi combined are about 1,000 gold ahead of their opponents. Ice Sinister is actually down by about 600, keeping in line with him being the only member of the team to be behind. But yeah, the real power, as you pointed out, was Dyslexic, almost doubling Peacemaker's gold total.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the items. Dyslexic already has Bork, and he's gonna build towards that Triforce. He's got the Phage already. I mean, Peacemaker only has a Bramble Vest, armor cloth, or a cloth armor, and then the Ninja Tabbies as well. So it's not looking too good for him.
Cool. Oath does get rooted up, but he will get a root back onto Lunar Eclipse. And turns out the Lux with 2 kills in a lost chapter does more damage.
Yes, definitely. I mean, Oath is 2-1-3 right now. He's got the Lost Chapter and the Sorcerer's Shoes as well, as you said. Looks like he's going to be building towards that Morello's with the Ruby Crystal there.
Yeah, and Dyslexic will back off from that blue buff. The Dragon coming up in about 22 seconds. It's an Infernal Rift, which, I mean, that's got to go well for Dyslexic's burst if he's trying to get onto Hurt Nova or Peakley. Meanwhile, Ryan Frugi's going to like that, since he actually is running Hail of Blades Ash, which usually you run Lethal Tempo. Hail of Blades is kind of the reverse, the upfront damage. And Lunar Eclipse takes almost all of his health, not quite. Now, Taco Trineki is going to get push ganked by Dyslexic, and there goes the jungler. This is going to be a free dragon for Return of the Middle Sticks.
Yeah, even though Lunar Eclipse didn't go down there, Morgana is in no position to fight for this dragon. Gid Slaychair is just trying to 1v2 under their tower. They're waiting for the wave to come in. Ryan Frugi is there now.
Yeah, it is going to get exhausted, but now Ryan Frugi flashed on, ulted by Peacemaker, but that's going to be the Moonlight coming down, falling on top of 2 members, and now 4 members of Team Zero dead, whereas 4 members of Return of the Middle Sticks are rotating to that dragon.
Yes, definitely. It's going to be the second dragon picked up here for Return of the Middle Sticks, barring any cheeky events coming from Lysandra. It's going to set up really well for that Infernal Soul. I mean, Ashe and Lux, they just have poke, so in terms of like you're not team fighting, but you're just in the lane, it's still going to be really good if you get that Infernal Soul with the Luxie and the Ashe W. And as you said, Dyslexic Burst is going to be heavily aided by this Infernal Soul if they manage to pick it up.
Yeah, and just thinking about Oath, since he's going for that damage Lux, that could be huge for him because, I mean, you land 1 binding, you can hit that E and hit the ult, and with the Infernal Soul Burst, you should be able to kill any squishy. Basically anyone short of Peacemaker or Taco Trineki.
Yeah, it's a good thing Hurt Nova took Cleanse in this matchup because we're getting to that point where 1 binding and it's game over for the Xayah here. Rift Herald is going to be started up by Return of the Middle Sticks now. Nothing really to trade for on the bottom side of the map like they did the first time because the dragon just went down. They don't even have the wave priority, so they can't even get any hits on the tower for now.
Yeah, so 2 towers to 0 here in favor of Return of the Middle Sticks. The bot lane outer is the only one so far that hasn't gone down, which means they just, I mean, we've seen it with Dyslexic kind of running rampant through the blue side jungle since both of those towers are completely open. The map is just open for this Renekton to continue to split push, to continue to beat down Peacemaker, doing 12% current health per auto attack. That's going to be huge, especially since the teleports are now up for both of them. They can continue to split even while their teams start skirmishing around this side of the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking, Taco Trineki here onto Ryan Frugi. He's going to get the ultimate off, but the flash is going to mean he is safe.
The Umbral Trespass does force the flash for Ryan Frugi, and that is going to be the ultimate coming through. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow will find Lunar Eclipse, and there we go. Dyslexic is going to get stunned up, and oh, Ice Sinister actually whiffs his ultimate. It's going to mean he dies here. Now Ryan Frugi going to follow as well. Gid Shadeslayer going to jump, miss his ult, and it's a double kill here for the Xayah. It's 3 for 1 in favor of Team Zero. They're looking to make it 4. Gid Shadeslayer going to flash away. He's safe under the turret, but that is a huge turnaround here for Team Zero.
Yeah, a swing and a miss and a swing and a miss there on the Diana and Warwick ults there. The Ashe ult to start off the fight was really good, but I mean, you missed the Moonlight Vigil and you missed the Warwick ult as well, and it means that Team Zero is going to have priority going into this mid lane now, maybe able to knock down the tower. Oath, though, is going to get knocked up. He's going to get killed.
Oh man, yeah, messing with a Malphite under his own turret, or under your own turret when the Malphite has ult. Not great, but now the turret will go down as Taco Trineki has to flash away. Dyslexic is here, the knockup comes up, but it's not enough. Gid Shadeslayer will pick up the kill there as that final outer turret falls in favor of Rodham.
Yeah, I mean, the silver lining here for Peacemaker's Malphite is that even though you're not doing so well in terms of gold or CS, is that your ult's always going to have value in team fights. If you're any other kind of champion and you have this much gold, you may be way less useful, but because of the Malphite ult, I mean, he still has a bunch of value when it comes to setting up this combo for Team Zero.
Yeah, this is going to be big, but Dyslexic now may be picked. Oh, almost definitely picked. There's 3 members on him. He's going to be slowed. He will not get hit by the binding, and he actually might be able to walk away here. Piclay will try to get the shard, but ooh, that's a lot of damage from Oath. That is a Luden's Lux.
Yes, definitely. Luden's Echo coming in for the Lux. A big item completion there. It gives you the mana, and it gives you the CDR as well, so you just have more confidence to get firing. Next dragon is up in just over a minute 20. Return to the middle sticks. Looks like they want to make an invade on this red. They're just clearing vision for now, and it looks like they're going to back up.
Yeah, with a minute 15 left on that dragon. Return to the middle sticks doesn't need to be there right now, but they are going to go ahead and start to get vision control. Pings coming out as Team Zero realizes that they do also need to try and deny some of that vision. The Scuttle Crab is, however, in the shrine for the red side.
And I mean, return to the middle sticks, they're clearing out the top side. Sinister is going to get this top wave because he has the teleport now. Renekton's going to be assigned to the mid lane. They're getting priority in all 3 lanes. Peacemaker is looking for the reset, and so it's going to be in a really good position here for return to the middle sticks with pushing waves. Sinister looks like he's going to get a reset actually before this dragon comes up, so it looks like it's going to be another big fight at the dragon.
Looks like Sinister should have his Gnasher's Tooth. Maybe in a second. He's got both components for it. Yep, there we go. He's going to go ahead and finish it, and it looks like he can just walk his way over to the dragon. Got the teleport if it's in dire need. Now Dyslexic going to combo about half of Piclay's health. He's going for more. Piclay going to get the claw out. Dyslexic will force that ultimate, and he's not going to go for more. He knows that he may have overstepped his bounds here. Taco Trineki will not find the knockup. And now, with the Frozen Tomb down, that's huge here for Return to the Middle Sticks. Dyslexic didn't have to burn anything, and it looks like the dragon's going to fall very quickly. Taco Trineki could go for the steal. He's over the wall, but he's going to be stunned, rooted, killed. Sinister finds the kill. The dragon, it's actually stolen by Peacemaker. There wasn't any smite for Gid Shadeslayer. Now, Sinister will jump into the backline. He will find one. Lunar Eclipse is going to go down, and that's just an ace for Rodham. They don't lose a man, but they do lose the dragon.
Yeah, I mean, they did a good job there switching up the aggro from the dragon onto Taco Trineki when he entered the pit, but then after that, no smite for Gid Shadeslayer means that it's going to be Peacemaker getting the dragon steal here. I mean, if you're Return to the Middle Sticks, I honestly think you'd take this trade, though, for the ace, and you're going to get the Baron as well. And I mean, you look at the comp of Team Zero, their comp is designed for team fights. As we said, they have the Morgana, the Lasanza, the Malphite. They don't really have any kind of split pushing capability or any other way they can win. Their comp is invested in the 5v5, and that is not going well for them.
Yeah, losing that big 5v5 there, now handing over an extra 4,000 gold advantage to Return to the Middle Sticks, who have finally crested the 10k gold lead here at 24 minutes. They've got the Baron buff in their pocket. They're all wearing purple, and yeah, in a team that's built for 5v5, losing a 5v5 that soundly is definitely not a good sign, because Return to the Middle Sticks can beat you at your own game.
And I mean, Return to the Middle Sticks, they have a little bit better split pushing presence with the Renekton and the Diana, but I mean, as like 5v5s are the way this game's going, and Return to the Middle Sticks is knocking Team Zero out of the water.
Yeah, we are going to see that 3-1-1 split push come out. Good use of the Baron buff, and you've got Ice Sinister with the teleport. I do have to commend Return to the Middle Sticks for their great teleport management here. They're not just sending the best split pusher to the side lane. However, Dyslexic will get knocked up, force that Frozen Tomb. He will have to use the Dominus. So it's ult for ult. Meanwhile, the 3-man unit of Return to the Middle Sticks is actually going to dive the turret here. Hurt Nova has to use the Featherstorm. Lunar Eclipse is going to use Zanya's Hourglass as well. He's going to take some damage, going to be slowed up. Ryan Fruki chasing him down. He will find one, will find two. And now the teleport by Peacemaker, maybe into the wrong spot, but here we go. Ryan Frugi taking the damage from that unstoppable force, and Peacemaker just teleports into his death.
The cleanse won't work for the Warwick ult, so Hurt Nova's in a pretty bad spot even with the Black Shield. They find Oath goes for the Flash Blind. It's not going to hit, but they are going to get some damage onto this mid tower. But you look at mid lane, you look at bot lane, while all this is going on, Return to the Middle Sticks only had 3 people up there for that fight. Ice Sinister in the bot lane and Dyslexic in the mid lane. They're getting damage on these towers. Taco Trineki may fall. The auto is going to kill him.
Good old luminescency. I don't know what Lux's passive is called.
The fadeaway auto there is going to secure the kill. And I mean, you look at the game state, it's pretty much all but over with.
Yeah, it was close for a little while, but I think that dragon fight, even though Team Zero did get the kill, or did get the dragon, that's the nail in the coffin, I think. Handing over the free Baron buff, the ace, and now 25 seconds left on the Baron buff, and Oath is caught, is going to be killed. That's a pretty big shutdown over to Hurt Nova, and Ice Sinister, now losing his support, will not be able to finish off that bot inhibitor by himself. Turn to the Middle Sticks. They might be looking for the end, but they're down a man. Oh no, they're even. But still, they're down their Lux.
Yeah, I mean, they're about to be triple inhib here. Team Zero are with Baron minions pushing into the base. Their topside Nexus turret is on its last legs. I think Return to the Middle Sticks are going to regroup. They're going to get all their items that they have because they're sitting on a bunch of gold, and they're just going to come in 5v5, win a fight, and close it out.
Yeah, the discipline of a team to be this close to victory, like a second away from triple inhibbing, you've got a Nexus turret on its last legs. I mean, we've seen G2 do it like twice against teams that are of similar skill to them. It's way too easy to just throw a game by deciding, I think I want to end right now.
Definitely. I mean, it's not that hard just to walk in. They're so far ahead now. Like, unless Team Zero lands the perfect, 5-man Lissandra ultimate into a Malphite ultimate into the Morgana ultimate with Hurt Nova there to deal so much, like, it's not going to happen. Realistically, it's not going to happen. And so Return to the Middle Sticks has the discipline to say, okay, we're not going to let this happen. We're going to send one top, pressure the top tower, and then we'll beat you in a 4v4,
Yeah, it's playing that mental game, knowing that you don't have to just bum rush them down. You can play it a little bit slower, a little bit safer, because you still have a ridiculous gold advantage. 15k now, an extra Infernal Drake will fall in favor of Return to the Middle Sticks. It looks like they're just going to 5-man knock down this inhibitor. Try and end the game here. And they're well within their rights to do it.
Yeah, I mean, Dyslexic was just walking around their jungle. They're not a care in the world about who's there to stop him. He's just gonna try and dash, and the Assault is actually gonna hit Hurt Nova.
Yeah, that's huge.
Black Shield.
Forces a Summoner and that Black Shield as well. Dyslexic is fairly low, but he does have the Bork and Death Stance combo, so as long as he gets to free hit something, doesn't matter if it's minions or champions, he'll be able to get a lot of that health back. So looks like we've got Gid Shadeslayer ushering himself in. He's just walking it in here. Looks like he wants to take down that tower, or at least draw pressure while Ryan Frugi goes for this dragon. And oh no! He gets caught out! He's gonna get ulted by Wildfight, and now with the main carry down, Dyslexic doing what he can to run through the back of the team fight, but Oath will find Lunar Eclipse. Peakley going to claw away. Peacemaker now going to get jumped on. That's going to be the ultimate from Eye Sinister. The Featherstorm comes out, but Dyslexic flashes his way away. Peakley gonna go down as Warwick jumps on top of him, and there we go. Return to the Middle Sticks. It starts by them getting picked, but they will end off this team fight in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, that was the combo they were looking for, but they killed the Ashe, and it was just too little too late. Return of the Middle Sticks with over a 15,000 gold lead before that fight. Just takes the fight and takes the game.
Yeah, so they are going to move to 2-0. Team 0 going to take their first loss of the fall split. And that has been our first game for today. So we are going to take a quick break while we set up our next game, which is Gecko Slammer Armageddon versus Team Landsnack. So don't go anywhere, and while you're waiting, go ahead and check out GetWrecked.club and see what kind of benefits you can get from joining the Get Wrecked Club, either through Patreon or through a Twitch sub. We've got next weekend a League of Legends 1v1 tournament, and the prize pool is $30 to first place, $10 to second. We would really appreciate it if you came out, gave our club a chance, and probably won some money while you're there, because, let's be honest, these guys are gold. You could probably beat them in a 1v1. So, don't go anywhere. back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for our second and final, unfortunately, gold game of the day between Landsnack and Gecko Slammer Armageddon. So we have Landsnack, who lost their week 1 game. Meanwhile, GSM slammed their week 1 game. They had a absolutely massive gold diff at 15 across the entire team. I think Seymour had like 3,000 gold diff at 15, which, if you need a reference point, that's how far ahead Dyslexic was in our last game. And now, Panther is looking for some kind of pick, and they will force the flash by Ezreal thanks to Silver Spade using his own flash.
Yeah, it's a good invade coming in from GSM. Silver Spade on the flash onto the Ezreal there, trading the 80 carry for support spell, which I think would be a good trade in this bot lane here.
Yeah, it's like the only question that I have is like, okay, well, it's Ezreal, so after level 2, he's going to have his Arcane Shift, but still, this is great, especially with a Pike Silver Spade on these aggressive playmaking champions. You love to see it.
Yeah, Silver Spade is a beast as a support, just able to land so many skills, so many abilities, and really do well in lane.
Yeah, and GSM, this is the same team as it normally is. I think they brought in a sub week 1 just because someone was out, but we've got GSM, Levi's, Panther, Seymour, Naked Beekeeper, Silver Spade 10. They have historically smurfed GRLCS, basically. They've pretty much always taken gold capped since these guys came together, 2-3 years ago as Tastes Like Armageddon. And now, the fact that they're just back together as a team and everyone else is kind of restructuring their teams, I don't expect anyone to be able to take a match off of them for at least the first couple of weeks of this split.
Yeah, very interesting to note as well that Levi's, actually mid laner, went down to the bot lane, now is playing in the top lane, looking to go around the world in terms of roles. See if we can get the 5P. Each is a different role, maybe. They're going in
capsing, but Gar of the Sands is going to get flashed on here by Naked Beekeeper in first blood, coming out for the GSM bot lane.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we were talking about. Silver Spade sending that one up. He's just so knowledgeable about like how to play matchups and how to go in on a champion and really push his limits as a champion.
Yeah, playing your champion to their fullest potential, and not only that, but punishing your opponent's mistakes, mispositions, or just the fact that your champion is better suited for the matchup than you are. So, level 2 Nautilus probably doesn't, level 2 Nautilus doesn't have all of the tools that make Nautilus such an oppressive support. He wasn't able to get a hook. Silver Spade, on the other hand, just walked right up to him and got one. Gar of the Sand actually going to whiff the hook. Shaster's here for a gank, however. The flash onto Naked Beekeeper will force the heal. The teleport coming in from GSM Levi's, but Naked Beekeeper is already dead. Now GSM Levi's is in the middle of 3, and Silver Spade has backed off. Will he find Ducks on Quack? He will get him! Find a kill for his trouble, but he'll lose his life.
TP and flash committed out of Levi's there means that Bang Ho Slay Does is gonna get, I think that's how you say it? Bang
Ho Slay Does.
That's an awesome name.
I mean, I assume it has to rhyme, right?
Yeah, that's what I think too. Okay.
Does like deer? Or does like, like those?
We'll have to get clarification on those. We'll call it Shen for now.
Yeah, we'll just call him Shen. But but yeah, 2 for 2, a good answer here for Landsnack in the early game. Usually when GSM starts with early aggression, there isn't much that the other team can do or does at all. So seeing them with the early return and Ducks on Quack missed the cannon minion.
GSM is really good in the early game. As we said, Silver Spade just having such a commanding presence in the lane phase.
And
Sorry?
I was going to say, usually we like to see Silver Spade on like his 2 signature champions, Morgana and Thresh, and they do very similar things, even though it doesn't look like it, because you've got the Death Sentence for Thresh, you've got the Dark Binding for Morgana, very just solid playmaking tools. You've also got shields, escape tools between the Black Shield and the Dark Passage. Pyke is different, somewhat unique in that he just does a lot of damage and provides a lot of CC. Doesn't offer much to his ADC, and we see it here. The Naked Beekeeper is actually going to get aggressed on. Gara of the Sand now taking a lot of damage. He's very, very low, very squishy. And Panther will commit the Ghost for that. The Gara of the Sand did, in fact, ignite Naked Beekeeper. So 1-for-1 sum trade.
1-for-1 sum trade. It looked like the mid laners were going to get involved there, but the fight sort of fizzled out before then. Naked Beekeeper actually landing a lot of damage on the Ducks on Quack 420 here. Silver Spade, maybe a little cut out. He's able to get away from the Nautilus Q, the dredge line there. But, yeah, I mean, good start for GSM.
Yeah, they've built themselves about a 1,000 gold lead, basically off of CS alone. They've got about a 12 CS lead. Levi's versus Shen here. The Akali will be able to do a little bit more in terms of poke and damage than a Shen that actually can't see her. And then meanwhile, Beekeeper has 20 CS over Ducks on Quack, just because of that Pyke presence, the fact that they've been controlling the lane so hard.
I mean, GSM, like, as we said, we were talking about Seymour's gold differential, we were talking about the bot lane, Levi's having a really good presence over the top lane. Silver Spade actually has to blow Flash there to get away from the dredge line. I was doing a bit of digging in the gold division stats, and out of all the individual goal differences at 15 minutes, 4 out of the 5 GSM players sit atop the top 10 in the league.
Okay, yeah, so they're gold diff central here, so they can wait. So who's the one who's behind?
Silver Spade.
Oh yeah, right. He's a support. Maybe he'll change it with this Pyke game, because if we know what Pyke likes, it's getting gold. But wow, Seymour goes very low against DATV, but the auto attack damage isn't enough, and now Levi's might be in trouble. He will have to use the second cast of that ult to get away. Shaster is not going to be able to run him down, so the Stand United committed for Levi's teleport, and Seymour as well had to flash.
Yeah, the bot lane for GSM getting a bunch of priority as well. Silver Spade just landed a hook there. Ducks on Quack just under half HP. A lot of skirmishing going on in the top lane, but it didn't result in any kills. The biggest thing coming out of that fight, as we said, was the Shen ultimate there.
Yeah, that is a much longer cooldown than the Akali ultimate, so if you can burn 1-for-1, it is almost definitely a good choice, especially since Stand United is, I mean, it's so good that we keep seeing River Shen. G2 just played it in Game 1 of their match versus Fnatic. Spica played it in Games 4 and 5 of the LCS semis last night. It's, like, the Stand United is such a good ability that it can bring your top laner from literally anywhere on the map to a fight. So he can be in the top lane, he could be in the jungle, he could help gank in turn, and turn a bot lane gank into a 4v2.
River Shen's undefeated in pro play.
At least this split. I don't know how many times he's been played. He's undefeated in LCS, we'll say that, because I don't think he's ever been played before last night. And oof, wow.
Electrocute going off there onto Panther. He's going to get chunked to about a third HP, so he may be looking for the reset. Gara of the Sand is actually hanging around in this red side jungle to protect against any counter invades.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Gara of the Sand can put up here. Last week, he is actually, for week 1, the most efficient player by the numbers. And now, looks like he's going for a play. He's going to flash forward, force Seymour down, and the suppression will not be enough. Gara of the Sand actually takes the kill here.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of... This is something, I never see a team have a kill lead against GSM, especially in the early game, Really good play there from Gara of the Sand to land the dredge line there. But Naked Beekeeper and Silver Spade are going to know that Gara's in the mid lane, and they're going to go onto this bot tower, get some plates, just 1.5 there, but it looks like Shastor is going to be there to stop anything.
Yeah, interestingly, even though Landsnack has been able to make the plays, find a kill lead against GSM, between the top and the bot lane CS, it's just so oppressive that GSM is still up by 1,500 gold. And that's like just the laning prowess of these individual laners here for GSM. Even if Snek is making good team plays, you can't beat just mechanical skill in lane. That's this big of a difference.
Yeah, I mean, if we're looking at the top lane in specific, Akali is up 77 to 42 in farm as well, about a 35 CS difference there. Levi's actually sports the highest CS per minute for any of the top laners in the Get Wrecked League, or in the Gold Division right now, actually. Just goes to show how well he can play in lane, how well he can farm, and how well he can convert those advantages to pressure in the side lanes in the late game.
See, that's why he's doing his tour around all of the roles. I mean, he started as mid lane, so he knows the 1v1. Then he went to ADC, so he learned how to farm in position. Now, he's in top lane, so he can put his farming and his 1v1 skill to the test against top laners and just smack them down. Now he's just going to completely ignore his team for the rest of his career, because that's what top laners do.
Levi's is playing the long con. 2 years ago, he said, 2020 is gonna be my best year. Matt and Drake spawning now for GSM in the bot side. They commit 2. They're actually gonna commit 3 to the top lane here, so they're pretty much forfeiting this dragon.
Yeah, they are going to give GSM that 2 Drake lead. Yeah, you have the Stand United available for Shen, but giving the mid laner and the support up to the top lane. And oh, Shaster, he may be going for a steal, but he came through a little bit early. Panther going to go very low, but it's not as low as Shaster. There is going to be the execute from the death from below. And now Levi's, he's going for the solo kill. He flashes back in, he takes another turret shot. It's a 1-for-1. Levi's misplays that. Now Ducks on Quack, he's in trouble because they've still got the ultimate for Silver Spade. It's not going to kill, actually.
No, but he's Ducks on Quack 420 still goes down there. What is so interesting, in my opinion, about that little series of events is that rather than Team Landsnack actually staying up top lane and taking the river, or taking the Rift Herald, sorry, they tried to go down to the bot lane and contest that dragon fight. They were just too late, though. I mean, if you're at that point, I would honestly say, give up the dragon. Like, there's realistically no way we're going to get that. Just take the rift for your troubles.
Yeah, you've already lost your jungler, but you know that the enemy jungler is on the bot side. So, the fact that they stayed there and they end up losing their ADC, that's just kind of unfortunate. It's going to push GSM's lead. GSM now is in control of the kill lead, and now with a 4K difference, they've got plates up and down the map. Whereas Landsnack hasn't been able to pressure these turrets.
Yeah, now it looks like Shastor is going to try and solo out the Rift Herald now. As you said, the bot tower down to 2 plates, mid lane's down to 3, and top lane still has all 5. But GSM have yet to lose a tower plate. That's going to be I'd say about 500 or 600 gold there coming out in an advantage for GSM just based off the tower plates.
Yeah, it's a 160 by 5 is like 2.5 kill. Yeah, so that's 700, 800 gold
800.
almost.
Yeah, 800 gold there for GSM just because they're able to play laning phase so well. I mean, tower plates aren't the only thing you're going to get from playing laning phase so well, but I mean, it just goes to show how dominant they are.
Yeah, I mean, and GSM is kind of hitting all of the marks. They've got the CS leads, they've got the turret plate leads, and they've also been able to play around bot lane to the point where they do have this 2 Drake advantage. And oh, there is going to be the suppression here. DATV trying to get away. He will use the 2nd and now 3rd marks of that Spirit Rush, and he does get away. There is no Ignite for Seymour, so no damage over time.
Yeah, just barely. Both ults committed there from GSM in exchange for the ultimate from Ahri. Ahri has to burn the flash as well, but I mean, look at the top lane now. Levi's is going on to the Shen here very aggressively.
Yeah, he's got his full Hextech Gunblade. Meanwhile, Banghos Leidos has the Bramble Vest to try and cut that healing, as well as the Spirit Visage for that mixed damage. Levi's, is he going to go around for a second pass? That Shen is pretty low. Silver Spade takes some damage from Ducks on Quack. He's still positioning very aggressively in this Tribe Rush.
Yeah, Levi's isn't going to get the second cast of that ultimate off. Look at Naked Beekeeper. He's just having his way in this lane.
But
Make him down now.
may be in trouble. DATV actually doesn't have the charm, but oh, Shaster's here. It's a 4v2. And Naked Beekeeper now going to get jumped on, dumped on, charmed, killed. Gar of the Sand. Damn it, man. You got to let your carries have those.
Yeah, I mean, even so, it's a big kill coming in from Team Landsneck. They're gonna help in terms of mitigating this gold advantage. But I mean, you look at how much they committed for that bot lane play. Seymour should nearly have this this mid lane tower killed. Yeah, it's down to its last legs there. Rift Herald is gonna be summoned bot in hopes of getting the first tower. Without the place, I think they have a good shot at getting it here. Ducks on clock 420. Gara of the Sand, though, is going to step up a bit too far. He's going to get punished, as we were talking about. Silver Spade 10.
And there goes the suppression. The Voidlings are coming out. Stand United is going to be committed to try and save his mid laner, and he's going to go very low, but Seymour will fall at the end of the day. Now Panther, he's going for Shaster, who flashes. The heal committed by Ducks on Quack. Silver Spade, he's going to take those. He gets 2 summoners for that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, still a good trade there. No casualties coming out on the side of GSM, at least in the bot lane. The ult is just going to miss. Panther is going in. The Fear Away is going to be enough. It's going to get Ducks on Clock 420 in range for the Ashlow, and it means he is going to die. Naked Beekeeper is so strong right now. 124 farm, 3 kills, Fort completed. Looks like he's going straight to Runan's after this. He's got the double dagger.
And there we go. First turret will drop in favor of GSM. The mid lane turret's low as well, but it looks like GSM wants to get this Ocean Drake, put themselves on that coveted soul point for the strongest soul in the game. Meanwhile, Seymour resets. He knows that his team wants to get around this dragon, and he needs to be there since he doesn't have teleport.
Yeah, I mean, all the self-peel that Ashe has in terms of all of her slows, as well as the ultimates from Seymour and Panther, can mean that these fights are going to be really long, extended fights. It's not just going to be like one-shots or anything like that. And so this Ocean Soul is going to pay dividends if GSM is able to pick it up here. It may be the speedrun soul here. Looks like the next dragon is going to be up at around 23 minutes.
And this is one of the fastest souls that you could possibly get, really, as long as they manage to pull it off, of course. 23 minutes with a 5-minute respawn timer, and the first one coming up at 5 minutes. Oh, Silver Spade gonna just miss that one by a little bit.
That's just 3 minutes of leeway in between dragon spawns there over time there for GSM to get the dragons. And I mean, Seymour level 11 on this Malzahar. He's 0-2 right now, but he still provides a lot of utility in the fights with his ultimate. They're going to kite down this mid lane tower now, and it's just bot tower's gone, mid tower's gone. I think we know where the next place is going to be.
Yeah, there aren't really any objectives to take on the map, and the last thing GSM really wants is to let this Ezreal scale up. He's got his Muramana completed, but he doesn't have anything else yet, so GSM needs to push it before he gets stronger. Now Levi is maybe going for this solo kill. He's taunted, though. He's pulled under the tower. He's going to use the R2. He jumps back in, and he's again trading 1-for-1 against the Shen.
Yeah, so 1-for-1 trade there. Silver Spade is going to get hit. He will not go down, though the silencer actually going to help him. He's going to land the ultimate there, the death from below. The Malzahar going to come in. Panther is going to pick up that kill, and he is going to be going in for more. Panther looking to find his way in here. Silver Spade with the Q. It's not going to connect.
And now Panther will have to back off. So this is another good pickup. Good 2-man pick here for GSM. Meanwhile, Banghos Leidos and GSM Levi's, both of them will be respawning at the exact same time since they died together. The Rift Herald is coming up in 15 seconds. There is only a minute of time between coming up and the Baron spawning, so if either team wants to take this, they need to do it quickly. And I'm guessing they're just going to ignore it because starting a Rift Herald fight doesn't seem like something that Landsneck wants to do right now.
Yeah, I mean, GSM could probably have their way with it, but they're not posturing up towards this top side right now. Silver Spade instead is going to look for Gara of the Sand. The Q that E is going to mean he is dead, and now it's going to be a 5v4 for GSM if they want to go for that Herald.
Yeah, with 22, 23 on the clock, yeah, I don't think they can even do it that fast because that Rift Herald does, if it's not aggroed, it resets in 1945. If it is aggroed, it resets in 1955. So 23 seconds on the Baron, 2 and just under a half minutes on that coveted Ocean Soul, and GSM is ahead by 9k, and looks like Silver Spade will find the stun on Duxon Quack. He does not have the ultimate. He is all
It's up
alone.
soon.
And now the ultimate coming through for Gar of the Sands. The shutdown comes through. DATV is going to find the kill. Naked Beekeeper uses the stun to try and peel himself away. DATV going to miss that Q. Gar of the Sand. He goes close, and he's going to go down as Naked Beekeeper does fall to DATV.
I mean, in that scenario, that was wonderful kiting coming out of Naked Beekeeper there. Keeping the autos while still being able to dodge that REQ was really good. Able to pick up the kill onto Gar of the Sand. The 1-for-1 trade there. And Levi's and Bangho's Lados, what do you think they're doing? Just in the top lane, just ignoring everything else.
He really is just embodying top lane this split.
And I mean, you look at the CS differential here. Levi's has nearly doubled the farm of Bangho's Lados, and even though, like, without the tower there, it would be a lot more one-sided this matchup would be, but because they're fighting under the top tower, that's the reason why all these trades are going 1-for-1.
Yeah, it's actually really impressive here. Naked Beekeeper managed to get Duxon Quack behind by about 30 CS early, and Duxon Quack has actually managed to bring that gap back by a little bit. He is now only 25 CS behind, but it's remained constant, so really the effective lead is shrinking here for Beekeeper. Levi's, on the other hand, started at double Bangho's Lados CS, and it's just continued from there and continued to be double, which is really impressive because you have to be so consistent with how you're getting these CS, how you're denying them from your enemy.
Yeah, and I mean, Levi's among gold top laners in the Get Wrecked division. There's a fight going on.
Silver Spade, he can, if he just presses Q enough times, eventually he will be able to pull someone over the wall, and that will mean their death. Levi's making the long walk down from top lane, so he's actually finally joining his team and walking into his absolute death. Any damage on him will kill him at this point. He is going to jump over the wall, and now Shen, who tried to follow, is going to be in trouble. Silver Spade picks up the kill there. Levi's going low. He's going to go down. Shaster finds the kill for himself, but he's the jungler. Now he's dead. Silver Spade going to zone 2 members, the bot lane of Landsneck. He will die, but it will secure the soul. Oh, wait, there is no smite, but no one's going to be able to steal it. Soul goes over to GSM here at 22.5 minutes.
Ocean Soul for GSM 22 minutes is very valuable. What I was going to say before the big fight broke out there was that Levi's among the gold top laners actually has the second lowest kill participation out of top laners at 44%, but as we said, he has the highest CS per minute with 7.3, meaning that he spends a lot of time in the top lane just being able to free farm there, and it's exactly what we're seeing this game. Besides that last fight, like, Levi's has spent nearly all of this game in the top lane.
Oh, that's a fun interaction, and Beekeeper, oh, he gets too greedy, walks into there, and Gar of the Sands will ult him to give his mid laner the kill. So Landsneck, they're still battling really well. They're down by so much. They're down by 9k, but the fact that the kill score is only 15 to 12 instead of GSM rolling them over, it shows that on a team level, Landsneck is coordinated. They know what they're doing. They're able to find these fights, these advantageous positions. They just aren't matching up mechanically, especially in the CSing department.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that just goes to show how good of a team altogether GSM is. The fact that they're only up 3 kills, so realistically only 900 gold there of the 9,000 gold lead being in kills, meaning that they're playing as a team, they're able to secure the objectives, they're, as we said, we're getting this soul, and it means that it's showing that they don't have to play team deathmatch in order to win the game. Like, they're able to do everything. You see the tower score 3-0 right now for GSM. CS leads in the favor of GSM. Probably about 80 in the top lane, probably about 30 or 40 in the mid lane, 30 or 40 in the bot lane as well, 30 or 40 in the jungle. I mean, GSM, like, as you said, like, yes, Landsneck is coordinated, but GSM are just, like...
They're able to beat you down without having to actually beat you down. You know, they can do it. They could do this without getting a single kill. If you removed all 15 of those kills, 15 times 300 is still not 9,000 gold, and
like
now It isn't engaged. Shaster goes into the back. Beekeeper is healing so much. Panther on a rampage. Bangos Lados is going to go down as well. Meanwhile, Levi's is running havoc through the back line. Ducks on Quack will be able to knock him down. The 1v3 is not obtainable here for GSM Levi's. DATV looks like he is one hit from death, but he won't go down just yet. Silver Spade can't go over the wall to follow Ducks on Quack. Here he goes. He flashes. He gets the Q. He gets the kill. And now GSM want to break this pace. They've got a 6-7 kill lead now. 12,000 gold advantage. And they will open up this inhibitor.
Yeah, this honestly, I mean, Shaster's up in 6 seconds, Scar is up in 2, but I mean, they've got 30 or 25 seconds on DATV and Ducks on Quack, so I mean, like, they could go for the end if they really wanted to. They're so far ahead now, they could win the 5v3 even with the towers. It looks like they're going to back off.
Again, it looks like they... Oh, Bangos Lados, you don't want to mess with the Shen with that taunt under double Nexus turrets. So GSM will probably just go back... Oh, Levi's is actually teleporting in. Are they going to just re-engage a fight? Seymour has his ultimate, but he is stunned, rooted. He will finally... No, he doesn't even get to use his ultimate. He was taunted. Great taunt there by the Shen, but the Shen will go down now. GSM Levi's moving forward on the Ducks on Quack. Uses that R2 to get through. Now Beekeeper gets assassinated by DATV. Silver Spade and Levi's are in the base. Panther's coming in. That horse is so speedy. Panther does avoid the charm. And now a 3-2 advantage here. No Shen to taunt under the turrets. They're going to let the minions do the heavy lifting, and now DATV going to get pulled back. That's the ultimate coming out. Onslaught of Shadows. Now the 1-2 punch here from Silver Spade as he gets that double death from below. GSM look ending this game out in a classic fashion.
Yeah, I mean, with Naked Beekeeper down and Seymour down, there's no siege potential for GSM. They don't have any range to do the siege, so you either have to back out or you have to commit everything you have, and GSM committed everything they had. They knew how strong they were. Silver Spade with the double ult. He knew that we were talking about gold difference, so he wanted to play the pike and get the kills here. 6-2 and 11 for him. They're playing for KDA now. They're trying to pad those stats, but at the end of the day, it's going to be GSM taking the game over Lanceneck.
With a cameo from the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, just zooming through. But yeah, GSM, I mean, props to Lanceneck, honestly, because I'm going to be real, I don't think Lanceneck, or historically, Lanceneck has not been a really good team. So seeing a historical bottom-of-the-table team go up against GSM, who's bringing back all of their regular members, you expect them to have, like, 2 kills, not 15. The fact that they were able to keep that, keep these team fights decently close in the early game, be able to find these early ganks, I think it's commendable, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Lanceneck does against less OP teams.
Uh-huh.
But meanwhile, GSM, they will end out week 2, 2-0. Lanceneck still jonesing to pick up that first win of the split. But that has been the 2 games that we get to show to you today. Tomorrow, I don't even know who's casting, but don't worry, we will be back tomorrow at 5:30 Central Time for the other 2 games of Gold Cap Division. Of course, then Tuesday and Wednesday are Diamond Cap, so make sure to tune in for all 4 of those days, and remember, if you appreciate us and would like to support us, please hit that sub button. You will get Wrecked Club membership on top of all of the sub benefits as well, which will let you play in our tournaments that we will be running weekly or bi-weekly, depending on how much traffic we get. So, thank you. I have been Vid, joined by B-Pots, and we'll be seeing you on stream tomorrow. Bye-bye.
TSM.
Oh, come on, man. You had to bring politics into this?